Tuesday. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. It's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Tennessee Titans taking on Justin Herbert and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the way they played.
Ryan Suckup.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they'll be led out by a second-round pick back in April out of Oklahoma by way of Alabama. It's Jalen Hurts.
What I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Peoples-Jones, incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Second down, here's Hurts. On the move to his left. He'll run it. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Evans. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
1st and 10.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you and try and take you out of that.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Hurts sets up to throw it. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing is Hurts. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They'll look to run with Evans. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Darrington Evans with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point, Jake Elliott. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown run from Darrington Evans. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. Leading him out, the number 6 overall pick back in April from Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership. That's what he's trying to accomplish.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
McCaffrey is the ball carrier.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 18 carries, 107 yards.
But they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Titans 7, Jaguars nothing.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Hurts. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Here's Dustin Colquin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And this is going to be a Titans 1st down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
The debate about evaluating running backs will always continue, but Darrington Evans out of Appalachian State, one of my favorites in the 2020 draft. Great acceleration, very smooth in what he does, shows patience, and then the ability to burst and go. Plus, he can be a great kick returner. You want to turn on some great tape. Watch him in college, and now you're seeing it translate into the NFL. Rarely fumbles the football and has that breakaway speed and explosiveness as we just saw there on that carry.
Here's Evans. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. David Onyemata there on the tackle. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. And he will have a Titans 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll set up to throw to Jefferson on the slant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still 1st down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll look to throw again. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Justin Jefferson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
And he's able to put it through. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert over the middle to Smith.
Herbert's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of a yard.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Quan Williams. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Quickly to Kelsey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know, most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure. And boy, did it pay off in this case.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, I can say he's looked pretty good to this point.
42-yard line.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a run with Evans. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Ball carrier.
2nd and 11 at the 41. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city, Indianapolis, and it's the Vikings who are out in front. Nelson Aguilar, a touchdown reception. From there, it's off to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home, Raymond James Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. Jamison Crowder up over 100 yards receiving with 2 touchdown grabs. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just needed to.
Herbert has it knocked free. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Herbert. Smith catches left side. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there. And that'll bring up second down.
On the play by Trayvon Diggs.
To throw again. Herbert. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Evans. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Carrier brought down at the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll go again here with Evans. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. On the screen, this is Evans. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and inches at the 29-yard line.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Jaguars.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
The 44-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
So the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
Take over 1st and 10.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Second down, here's Hurts. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
42-yard line.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Dante Fowler able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run here with Evans. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
On the return, the Jaguars take over.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he will have a Jaguars first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Herbert back to the air. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Herbert throwing again. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Titans.
Again, Herbert. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. To the air again, Herbert. And that one falls incomplete, breaking his string of 7 straight passes completed.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by the rookie linebacker, Kenneth Murray, and he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at
Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they'll go right back to Evans. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Hurts. He can run for it, and he will. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. On now is the Titans punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Take it at the 37. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
The Jaguars take over.
So now the Jags down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Herbert's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, here's Herbert. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Smith Jr.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Robert Woods, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Herbert. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Hurts down to 1 knee, and that should just about do it.
Braden Mann in punt formation.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line.
Today's final score.
But Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end, we win. They had one final play in that 1-score game. We all knew what was coming. The Hail Mary, they just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Tennessee, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.